Hello, my name is Astara, and I am here to share God's Word with you. So recently, I have just been struggling with my own transition into God's light, and He had been telling me to share His Word, and honestly, I just didn't feel confident until I got this word from Him the other night. And I just wanted to share it with y'all. Well, I have to share it with y'all now. So God wanted me to tell y'all that feminine energy came first. I'm going to repeat that. Feminine energy came first. And I'm going to prove to you why I feel that way or why that was revealed to me. So I was reading, of course, Genesis 1, verse 2. And it says, "Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters." So first, it was the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God was here. But then I went, as I kept reading, I went to verse 9, Genesis chapter 1, verse 9. And it says, "And God said, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear. And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good." Okay, so second was land, was earth or nature. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but the Latin meaning or the Latin word for nature is birth. And to me, that just spoke volumes, because I ultimately feel like Mother Nature, if Mother Nature was here, then there was already an energy here. For we know that we are not just human flesh. We are souls, ultimately. We are energies. So therefore, maybe in male human flesh form, they were there first. But women were here first in energy form, in soul and spirit form. And I'm going to keep going to prove why I feel this way. So then Genesis chapter 1 verse 11 says, "Then God said, let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it according to their various kinds. And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning the third day." Okay, so multiple reasons. I don't. Numbers always stick out to me, and I just believe that it's always the woman, the man, and then God. So the third day, I don't know. So something about the three just gets me. But I feel like those energies were already created on the third day, because after the third day, the male energy was created with it's saying, let the land produce vegetation, seed bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it. So therefore, the ground is fertile, which is the feminine energy. It said, let the ground produce vegetation, feminine energy. And then it says seed-bearing plants. Again, so seed-bearing again is male energy. So I believe that God was the first spirit. Of course, Spirit of God was hovering over the waters, was first. Second is feminine energy, the land, Mother Nature, which was actually brought into origin only about 4 years after the Bible. Within 1213 BC, Mother Nature was already a thing. And I really believe that spiritually it had to stem from some type of belief. And when I was looking it up, and I was the Mycenaean Greeks actually coined the term Mother Nature, and they use it and they worshiped a deity or goddess called Gaia, who was basically like Mother Nature as is now, as she was the creator of life, of Olympus, of all of these things. I'm not saying that to defer anybody away from what I'm talking about in the Bible, but I just believe that in multiple religions, they're all basically letting you know that feminine energy and the power on this earth is very important. And I just wanted to bring that to somebody because I just believe right now a lot of women are going through it. A lot of women feel inferior. You feel like the Bible and the way a lot of these pastors and preachers are teaching it is to make you feel inferior, to tell you that, well, you're supposed to be subservient, you come second, and all of these things, and trying to prove it with the Bible. Yet we know that Jesus spoke in parables. And if Jesus is God's son and was created in his image, I believe that God spoke to us in parables so that his real, the followers of God, not just churchgoers, but real godly people could see and read between the lines. Not like church people. And, you know, that just really blessed me. And so, like, my last point, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, so, Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. Sorry, this is my first time really doing this, so have some patience with me. So then it says, then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. Now, when I was reading the notes, and like when you go back to King James Version, they all say that it says, then God said, let us make mankind in our image. Who is us? Who is us, y'all? Who is us? If there was a spirit of God already here, what is the other spirit? Who is us? Especially, and then it says that us could be the courts or the angels, and that could be. But what I'm gathering is that us was the feminine energy. The power of women, the spirit of women that was already here. That's why he made Adam with what? With ground. With dirt. Just as you take from the ground, the same way you take a baby from a woman. What did Adam eat? Fruit. It was provided for him through the ground, through fertile ground, the same way a woman's body can provide food for a newborn. So again, I hope this blessed somebody. It really blessed me. Just want to say, ladies first, not because you're weak, not because you're subservient. It's because your energy was already here. And that too should also bless men, because if we're not treating women a certain way, then it could affect a lot of things within our daily lives, within our communities, and within the world as we are seeing now. And that's just how I feel. I feel like women, we got to treat each other better. We got to uplift each other, and we got to know our worth. We got to know who we are. God created us more than to be a servant of a man. You are here to replenish the earth. You are here to nurture. You are here to speak life. And I thank God for everybody that sees this. I thank y'all for taking the time, and y'all have a blessed one. God bless y'all. Bye.